In all actuality, without you, I wouldn't be here. So what I'm going to say next, I shouldn't say at all because everybody's going to be mad at me. It's so funny the way I'm beginning to enjoy this game I created of taking a definition of one word, of one position, of one number, and taking that definition and broadening the value of the definition by broadening the definition, giving it something else and a reason to be. But it's not just a hop, skip, and a jump. I pick up a set of dice. I'm just going to tell you what's on the dice, but I'm going to give you a reason. And you're going to say, you know what? The kid's got something. Are you going to say, yeah, he's got something, all right? He's retarded. He's nuts. What's he talking like this for? Don't you like to play games? Let's go to the football game. Let's bet on a game. You bet on a game, you win, you get money. So is it the betting on the game? What part about the betting did you actually like? Little weed, my friends. Do you know why I'm talking like this? Because I see the new world coming in. I see what I saw when I began this entire thing, when I saw absolutely nothing at all, except it was a game, and it started to broaden. It got larger, even to the point where I can turn devil into genocide. Today and April Fool's Day are almost like the same day. The 91st day from the beginning of the year is April Fool's, and 92nd day if it falls in a leap year, where there's a 29th day in February 11/11. 61 days to the new year. Excuse me, 61 days to the new year. That's right. From the 30th of this month, Halloween. The 304th day, Mars and Earth, and two planets with no moons. It's got a 0 in it, which means A&E Arts and Entertainment, and I'll explain the rest later if I can understand what the question was that you didn't ask, and how do you want me to give you an answer, a definition, to broaden the definition of the area that it was in. I take this card, I put it somewhere else, I know what area this is in, but in the other area it might have a new definition because of the laws, the rules, and the regulations they play under. Goodbye. That was a 10 of some sort. Hearts. So, we were talking about October 1st. I made a slight error. October 1st is today. And the Mayans say that the first 5 days of October are unlucky. Today's the 1st. Just like April 1st would have been the 91st day of the year. This is 91 days left in the year. In all actuality, there's basically 182 days in between. Why 182? Because I'm not touching this day, and I'm not touching this day. It's actually 183, but I can't say 183 because that all depends on the moon. You understand what I'm saying? So today is 91, and it belongs to the spirit. 13th of the 7th gate of the spirit is 76 equals to 91. Add 1 all the way to 13 equals 91. 4 suits equals to a total of 364. We'll talk about the day and a quarter that's missing later because I can make that up. Boom! Shakala, just like that. Tomorrow is going to be the 2nd of the month, number 90. I call that the winter spade. Why is it number 90? Because when you go Y2K, in the game Y2K, you remove the ace from the first 13 cards. And Y2K, because there is no spirit, and there's only 90 in the suits. Then we have October 3rd. Number 1 and number 3. A total of 13 if you add them together. The spirit of 76. In honor of 7 odd and 6 even. This is the spirit of 76. And there goes, boom, unlucky day because it's already been used for something more important. The preaching of those days. That's why they gave liberty to the balance, because they gave us the 5 unlucky days. Then we go to the 4th day, which is the 276th day of the year. And again, the spirit of 76 shows up at least 3 times now at the beginning of October. It also says other things, but we're not going to go there. right? So we've got October. Now we've got the 5th day of October, and why in the world is that one unlucky? Hey, man, if you're playing XO, right, or you step on an egg, right, somebody throws an egg at you for Halloween, you think that's a little unlucky? Like breaking the mirror. They specially make special plates to cook eggs, and they call them the mirror grill. They cost a whole lot of money to cook those eggs. So the mirror is your reflection, and the yolk and the yolk of the egg is the yellow. Thank God there's no blood in it. Sometimes there is. That's the 276th day of the year. But what's better than that is it brings you on a free ride to Reading Railroad. Because the 276th day of the year, or 2 times 76, equals to 152. And 152 is 304. And the 304th day of the year is Halloween. And there's only 61 days left. The same number of moons on Mars, 1 spirit, 6 man. You can also say Mercury and Saturn. Excuse me, I made a mistake. I wasn't supposed to say Mars. I was supposed to say Saturn. Saturn had 61 moons. Well, they had 60. Now they have 61. And there's sort of a reason why they have 60 and 61 is because man is sort of here, and then like man is sort of here, and like there's only one of us. I mean, in the reflective world that we're in. Let me try and explain this. So there's 61, but there used to be 60. Well, first of all, they keep changing everything because they built this place. They built this place. Everything you think we know because they built it. We learned and we became smarter because they helped us to become smarter because they gave us more information on how everything was built. But this is old stuff, man. This is old stuff. 61 days from the beginning of January in a leap year to the 1st of March. 60 days in a regular year from the 1st of January to the 1st of March. 304 days till the end of the year. 304, 61 to the end of the year, back up 61. It's Halloween. So March 1st and Halloween have something in common. And they both speak for Saturn. 61 and 61 is 122. But since you can't have 61 on each side, you have 61. And 61 you can actually go as 127. 1 and 6, like we spoke before, 1 times 6, right? And 1 plus 6 equals 13. 7 and 6. Again, the spirit is 76. And it comes up more often than anything. So we covered now the 5 unlucky days of the Mayan. Now let's see why it doesn't go to 6 unlucky days. Of course I'm going to make the whole shit up, you know. What happens on October 6th is that the 10th month of the 6th day is 10 and 6 is 16. Gives you the 61 again, which gives you the number of days from Halloween, which tells you that you are the one spirit child. That's your face. 6 sides to the dice, right? It's your face. So what month are we in right now? Yes, 122. Now the thing about 122 or 121, if you really want to look at it, is that 11 times 11 is 121. 121 seconds, okay, is 2 minutes and 1 second. But 81 seconds is 1 minute and 21. But 81 seconds, to get 81 in numbers, is 9 times 9. 9, 11, 9, 11, 11, 9. 31, 13, 31, 13, 31, 13. Just keep going back and forth, 31, 13. You're going to get 88, 119. And you're going to get all these numbers. And the more numbers you go up, like if you say 57 to me, I go Earth times 57. Why? Because moon, spell the word moon, and it comes up to the numerological count of 57. If you said 114, I'd say we got the 3 dysfunctional pigs, because a pregnancy for a pig is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, and their number is 38, which connects to 3 planets, and the 2 of the planets they connect to is Earth and Neptune, giving us either the blue sky or the blue gas, or something to do with the blue element. Okay, the other thing, so we did this, so we went 121, we did 111, which is in May. But the very special thing about May is it says, I am, I am, I am. 5 times 5 times 5 is May 25th. Excuse me, 5 by 5 by 5 is May 5th. 125 is the answer, and it's another 5, and it's in the 5th month, and it all happened for me at that time. But for now, if anybody wants to see anything about, we're going to jump off all those days and everything. If I missed something or you didn't understand something, one day I'll learn how to, oh, you see all these squares here? That's the Magen David. You see, I chopped out the corners. They're not the way that you thought they'd be, right? See, this would come out to this corner, all the way to this corner, all the way up, and we'd even it out and you'd be able to see the pass line. Or lines over here, and one more of this, right? It would be the Israeli flag. Oh, did you see this? November 14th, the 318th day, 454. November 11th, 11th month, 11th, 11, 11, 11, 315th day of the year, because it's 11 days after the 304th, which was Halloween. 11 days, spirit, angel, and man, 1 ace. That's talking about us. We're the ace, right? But we're the angel resident. When we come alive, come to live. 454. 454. 93. 3 by 9 is 27. 2 and 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. P-I-G. C. The C. Where is the C? Letter L. 1 and 2 is 3. The I. Number 9. The D. Number 4. The 5 is the E. Can you read? Big. Big Egg. 5775. The Hebrew calendar we're running into right now. Big. Do you see? Do you follow? Big 10. It stands for Herbert Hoover, Hoover Dam. Barack Obama. 31st president plus the 13th president later is 44. Big. Can you read? Genocide. G-E-N-C-I-D-E. All from the name of the devil. 72 red. 27 the creation of the red. Which way do you want to go? Red and black. 27 brown. Brown, the same number. 1 and 9, 2 and 8. Many other ways to do this. And if you actually take a look, okay, 8 and 9 is 17. Anyways, I can't tell you. There's a lot more that goes with it, but it's irrelevant because it's another explanation of something. So you saw that was genocide. You see the date that's on it? November 14th. November is 11th month. 4 is 5. 2 and 5. 2 and 5 is 1 quarter. 4, 5, 4. Even has the same numbers. 54 is the face of Rubik's Cube. 31, 13, 8 heaven, 4 and 4, and 4. 31 by 8 is 248. 2 times 48 is 96. 9 times 6 equals 54. Back to the numbers. If they're talking about this year, this is the date they want. I mean, I can probably change this date. Most likely get to 21. How would you get to 21 with this? You need 14 plus 11 is 25. 14th card is an ace. The 11th card is a jack. Jack ace. So that's what you would be talking on this date. Now, I know there's a lot of stupidity in here. The other thing I want to show you, what do you think this is? You're going to get it wrong. You know what this is? This is the necklace the queen is wearing. She's holding 2 parts of the letter Resh over here. It's the jack hook. Sinai Tahai, well, it's actually these parts that are Sinai Tahai. It's 2 sides. You have the collarbone here. The way we're built goes deeper. Deep, deep, deep. Okay? And she has, why? Because they're holding 2 pieces of us. You see me, I think I'm me, I know I'm me, because I'm me. But maybe my, hey spirit, hey electrics, how's that? The guys that, hey boys upstairs, Keep them electrical parts moving, man. This is starting to get fun down here. I almost think there's a different reality than the truth I've always thought all my life. In fact, completely different, totality different. Never would I have ever dreamt that anything could have ever be the way it is right now, and it's entirely fantastic. And I should be honored to be into the group of all BP patients, as long as the BP don't be taking down any birds and the oil spills in the waters in our oceans. Another thing I want to show you is, you think I've been talking about George, 7566975. This is next year. This is the egg, A and E. What goes in between? 2, 3, 4. They have the $1 sign here. Do you know why it's the $1 sign? Because there's no spirit in it. When you outline this dollar sign, you have a D here and a D here. You have a C here and you have a C here. You have DC, and it's spinning around this one stick. Okay? And the other dollar sign with 2 lines, it says something a little bit different. So we have this. Let me take a look in the book. So those snakes are actually holding the reish to this side, and the jewels, if you ever check the jewels, there's an oval that comes to her stomach. It's like they're living just below her chin. Oh my God, if they're living just below the chin, and this is a representation of the jewels that she wears around the neck. She wears the jewels around her neck. She's the bottom where the jewel goes around, and the man's the top. It's the mustache. One side's the ocean, and one side's, and it's something to do with the 2 sides. Okay, so let me take a quick look. So we did this part over here. Another thing, half the year on June 30th, or 3 days before the half, okay, it is 181, which is 8 and 9, which is like 1771. June 30th is like saying 1771. Is there a holiday of some sort? Sure there is. Canada Day is the next day, is it not? The other thing about that is December to July. Okay, if I get this right, it's 181 days. Okay, all the way to July, July 1st, I think it is. Okay, and there is. Hold on, let me just hope there's some kind of no. Between December and July, there is 216 days. Inside those days, it also says that it splits in half at 108, which becomes the Twin Towers. Okay, I'm still looking. It also becomes 216, which also becomes the number 1 and 6 of the 61 days from the 31st of. I'm running out of energy. I'm taking up a lot of time from Halloween. Thank you for watching. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. In the year 5775, we are starting to count down by Friday. I hope it's not as ugly as all the movies I've been seeing. I have been seeing a terrible amount of movies that are making way too much sense, and then I hop onto one of the areas of Facebook, and boom, somebody sends me the, watch this! Homeland Security bringing in Russians from Russia to come and fight the people in the U.S. because they know that the people in the U.S. can't fight their own families. Just what I wrote down. Just what I wrote down, eh? They're bringing them from all over the world. They're not going to speak your language. They're going to ask you. They're going to test you. They're going to take you out of your house. What are they actually trying to do? Well, they don't really want to. I don't believe they want to kill everybody in the world. I have this new thing. They're going to be putting a chip in everybody, right? And, well, the end. Once you have that chip, they just press one button and the cyanide inside the chip takes you out of the world. That's what I believe. Sick, sick, sick. But, my friends, I didn't come into this on the whim of just going out through the hands of the strong. I came into this going into learning on how to rectify the slight problem we have run into. Thank you for watching, Raphael 7286. You want to know how I'm going to help? I'm sitting here and talking, am I not? That's the way it is. Some things must stay secret. Oh, it's so funny.